Now for battle content. What does that say? Oh, new field operation.
Yeah, this is the Occult Crescent.
Oh, yeah, more Dawn Trail vibes. Let's do it.
Crazy name.
The vibes of the zones in Dawn Trail are phenomenal. And I spend very little time in them in Endgame because I'm not out there doing fates. So please bring more of that Aztec, Mayan, South American vibes. Like, I love the way the zones look.
I mean, lean into it. If we're doing the moon on top of this and the Arcadian and the MSQ in Solution 9, let's go full Synode. Let's just take it back. That's the point to explore at this point, too, is what Dad was up to.
Yeah,
on the throne.
Big adventure vibes. All right, yeah, Yoshi P's translation, the third installment after Eureka and Boja. Freaking love Boja. In the treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle lies the Occult Crescent, an isle shrouded in mystery. Should you wish to unveil its secrets, you must explore the unmapped terrain and battle against the isle's inhabitants.
Cool, nice. Just put a bunch of Troll Vidral everywhere. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to worry about more Boja unless Eureka. Eureka is systems heavy, and I don't see why they would go back to that.
It does make it unique, but I don't know. I mean, the fact that you can set like the elemental system to auto in Eureka just makes it so I just don't think about it.
Right, trivializes it in an odd way.
And I don't particularly love loading up like the unique ability things. Like I'm like, I don't want to think about this. I just want to play my character and enjoy the zone. Translation coming in. This will be a big field. You will be exploring it together with multiple other players, followed by looks pretty. I agree. I like the look of this a lot. Translation is extremely obvious.
There's even a ship.
We just arrived. There is even a ship. I think that's a massive stretch, Leith. I feel like the zone and the exploration and the combat and the grinding and the experiencing it with other players, I think that's the point. I don't think the extra actions are the entire point of Eureka.
Hey everyone, and welcome to our Clips and Highlights channel. If you want to keep up with everything Kyle and I have going on, make sure you subscribe to the main Grinding Gear YouTube channel, which is where we actually do these streams. That's right, we stream right here on YouTube. Oh, and sub to the Grinding Gear podcast. Apple, Google, Spotify, really any podcast platform. We're probably there. Thanks.
That's handsome. What's with the gate obscuring the giant flying onion? What's going on there? What's with the bubbles?
What is that?
Also, we know that building there on the bottom right, not the tent, but that's what's that dungeon?
Amdapor.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be coming across other Tonberries, or Amdapor there before the Tonberries? Nimian, that's right. Yeah. Or no, Wandering Palace. Sorry. I get those two confused a lot.
And then we got a big gear on top of that one over there.
Oh, there is one. Yeah, look at that. Rock, thanks for the super. I remember pre-launch, people were expecting Kent and Ram to have gotten lost here. No, turns out dude just had a summer jungle home and stayed. Yep, pretty much. Also got stabbed and lived. Barely an inconvenience.
I mean, he was attempting to Obi-Wan the situation and protect things from afar.
Oh, dude, this looks sick. I love the Wandering Palace is one of my favorite dungeons, particularly from like the Realm Reborn era. But to see more of that vibe brought back in. All right, translation coming in. A space this size, designed like this, you will probably fight something here. Oh, you cheeky!
Wow! Oh my god!
Yoshi P.
No way!
What is going on with the sky? We've seen like little disruptions and tricks to the light. This looks so cool. A little Yavin-ish. The moss growing up.
Yeah, definitely. The old temple being consumed.
Yeah. But more open to the sky than Yavin was, because Yavin was like under a jungle canopy. Dude, this looks sick. Like this is the polar opposite of just the mud pit when you start Boja.
Boja was an accurate
Brown.
Battlefield, and to its
brown.
detriment.
It was 360 era brown.
Well, and it was a tough advertisement too. Like I didn't delay much, but you know, looking up the game when I did and seeing Boja, I was like, oh. Is this endgame? Is this what I have to look forward to?
Yeah. Can you scroll up a bit on the translation?
What are you looking for? Oh, the little bit of
there was a
Alamigo?
translation we missed. Said, and you will definitely be exploring the inside of that castle. Might be as big as the castle in Alamigo. Oh, okay.
As an Alamigo.
It's just gonna be dinosaurs running around.
Is that a reference to running a dungeon, as in like you're gonna unlock a dungeon instead of a raid at the end of it?
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't take it that literally, but I don't think it's wrong to read into that a bit. Landscape might be the only thing calm about this. All right.
Wow.
All right, everybody. Look respectfully.
That is perky.
That looks painful.
I hope she's mid bounce because that ain't right.
I'm not even sure. I hope it's mid bounce. That's gonna hurt coming down.
They got the warrior. They got the
man.
warriors light accurate though. We got
Where's the bunny looking? Trace the eye line from that bunny.
well, the bunny's blocked currently. Eye line is blocked.
I don't think it matters with the bounce that high.
What is
This boss doesn't really fit the vibe. What happened? You think that bunny is also a boss? This is the translation. They're just being quirky now.
the boss didn't
man.
fight the high what happened? I mean, so they're time dilation bubbles that are unleashing enemies from across the Final Fantasy 14 pantheon. That's
Sure
why we
looks
have
like it.
Flaming Pepsi Man here coming out
Oh man, don't you just want to clap those cheeks?
every time. And that guy, yeah. So so if they do like a time bubble thing that's happening throughout of it, you could just use all your old monster models.
Yeah, do a bunch of throwbacks. Get a bunch of fan favorites in there. Cherry Pepsi. We've packed this content with many different types of battles this time.
Oh, he looks good in white.
Oh, just big Sin Eater vibes, man.
3, 4, wait, 10. Okay, so we're looking at
How many players?
well, I count 10 on screen already.
Yeah, I am also counting 10.
Which is a weird number. I guess some could be hiding behind the rocks in advance.
Yeah. I'm not seeing anyone behind rocks though. I thought that was a player over in the right there, but that's like look like a sword. That's part of the cross mechanic.
Oh, it could be like a teleport in, kind of like the one-on-ones that happen in Boja.
Oh, yeah, this could still be part of the open world. You're right. Translation said you might think only one rock remains, but what if this cross AoE suddenly starts rotating? Oh no, don't. What was it, Tokar and Razor? Which one was the snapping turtle from Turtles 2? That's what that reminds me of.
Count 15 here. So you could have, like a in-betweener of a trial and alliance.
Yeah. This just looks like this looks like a world boss. This looks like a boss out in the world because of the circle, right? That's usually how they throw up a barrier in Boja.
For the people who get teleported inside and then you can cheer from the outside.
Yeah, Fate boss. Yeah.
That'd be cool. Instead of just one player, you got the top 10, top 16 players get to go in.
Looks like a duel with more than one player. Interesting.
I think that's a great idea. Ooh, cool.
Damn. I know the players are flying. Nice timing for the screenshot. Translations continue. A turtle's shell on the left, some objects on the right. We tried to only have the good things of Eureka and Boja. I mean, I would hope you wouldn't intentionally be keeping things that you think are bad. I like the stone monsters. It's a good vibe. The Goon Squad. Catery.
Larger and larger, man.
Chat says, don't touch me, or my son, or his son, or his son, or his son.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so here's the declaration of the raid. Challenging a raid with up to 48 players.
Is that how big the raid in Boja was?
It was big. I don't know the exact
48?
count.
Seems big to me. Am I just remembering wrong? Yes, it was 48.
Wow.
Huh. Okay. Boja was 56? What? Huh, okay. Wait, we were late, so it's not 48 anymore? Or people just don't bother filling it that high? The translation saying.
Ooh. Put a demon wall on there.
That sure looks like it. See if we missed any translations because they're posting pictures. Okay, nothing. Just 48 man raid will be there from the start. That's good to know.
There are lines on the floor.
What? Oh my god, I didn't know that. I like these vibes, Kyle. I like these vibes a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Looks like they've got some good events going on in here.
Leveling? To enter, players must have a Disciple of War or Magic at level 100.
Aww.
I kind of assumed that.
Yeah, but Boja was so good for leveling. I don't know if that was after the fact.
While exploring the Occult Crescent, players will be able to raise their knowledge level, greatly influencing the outcome of battles against the creatures of the Isle.
Okay, so there's sort of a Eureka-like investment in... We also had those books we were getting for, like, mount speed and stuff inside, so...
Yes, yeah. Scrolls and such.
Yeah.
Translation. We really put a variety of different kind of battle contents into this, so anyone can have something they would enjoy doing together with others. Okay, sick. We're gonna have fun with our community, I know that much.
Phantom jobs?
Phantom jobs? What? On the Isle, players will have access to unique jobs known as Phantom jobs. When equipped, they will grant players new actions that can be used with their main job. Oh, gotta use new buttons.
Okay, so it's like a secondary job. It's not so much you pick actions as you pick a collection of actions.
Guild Wars 1ing.
Yeah. So that's cool. They wanted to give us more than one action, but they didn't want you to mix and match for some reason. Probably so you can't screw it up, which is a good thing. Yeah, I'd like a heal and a taunt. Well, it's like, well, how are you going to use that, Clothy?
All right. Give me an example. Give me something to chew on. Warrior plus monk. Gain actions such as Phantom Kick and Occult Counter, improving your offensive capabilities. Okay. Right, but if you do Warrior Bard, you gain access to actions such as Mighty March, improving your supportive capabilities.
Okay, so they're sort of themed to the combination that happens.
So I don't know these jobs well enough. Are these existing abilities for these jobs in Final Fantasy XIV?
I have never heard of Mighty March. It
does not appear to be. The wiki show predominantly a Final Fantasy V reference, which Chad is talking about a lot right now. So that makes sense.
Cool. So you get to be supportive in a themed way rather than your warrior just having a single target heal spell or an AoE heal spell.
Yeah. Well, for me, if I could just get a couple existing abilities, that might help sell me on some jobs that I've been overlooking. Oh, but then there's also a bunch of shit that's just not in the game. Geomancer, Ranger, Berserker, Time Mage, Chemist, Cannoneer. Time Mage sounds awesome.
Time Wizard. I'd be more excited about Time Mage if I hadn't have played FF12, because Time Mage there is essentially a debuff support job.
And we know how much Kyle hates debuffs. Give the Cannoneer some respect. Move your camera.
Well, he looks nice in his little Napoleon hat, you know?
Look at that aggressive Frenchman.
However, Astro Time Age, exactly. Yes, that's very much what I want. Captain Crunch.
Translations rolling in. There are so many jobs I haven't heard of. Oh yes, I'm sure you're completely in the dark about these.
That's what we call a tee-up. Making your friend look good on stream.
That's exactly what I was doing by calling out Time Mage. I didn't realize you had experience with Time Mage.
The Berserker's cute with a little hat.
The Ranger looks like a doofus.
Geomancers in shambles. They've been in shambles since Stormblood when the Astrologian quest line? What's that? Wait.
I'd like to point out that we're still not getting Necromancer. Still not happening.
That was so weird.
But it said and more, so there's still a chance. So now hold on. Are these the Phantom jobs? Because the 2 examples I gave with Warrior are jobs that already exist. Monk and Bard. But these are jobs we cannot be in Final Fantasy XIV.
My guess would be that there is 10 or so abilities mixed and matched in certain combinations, and that combination is your Phantom job. You know, kind of like there's all the Magic the Gathering guild names for the 2-color combos.
I know they've said that before, Real Kami, and it never stops being disappointing, and I hope they eventually give up on that.
That's just dirty paladin propaganda, too. There are definitely good necromancers.
Yes, yes, it is. Raising the dead to fight for you is only evil from a certain point of view.
Exactly.
From my point of view, the paladins are evil. I would know. I play a paladin in World of Warcraft. We're dicks. Can we talk about that Emmett Selk that I just caught?
Oh, the little doll in the
Foxconn?
background? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's adorable. Nail in the coffin for chemist job dreams. Well, I mean, if they're also doing Phantom jobs of jobs that we can play, I don't know if I agree that this is a nail in the coffin.
There is Bard, and even there is a chance that you're reusing assets. You know, every MMO leaks these in advance. There's always a little breadcrumb trail you can see and go, oh, right, look at that on the pipeline. A boss is doing a certain move. So chemist abilities here could fuel more hope. Because that's a unique animation. Look at those bubbles. Oh, it looks like floor acid. I've never seen that anywhere before. Oh, why'd they work so much on that effect? That looks fancy for no reason.
Oh, we got a lot of translation, sir. Can you scroll up a hair?
All right.
See where this begins? Okay, so there are so many jobs I haven't heard of. Okay, and then Final Fantasy XIV is an MMO after all, says Yoshi P. So looking into the future, we want to implement new jobs in 8.0 and beyond. But for some players, there are obviously jobs from past Final Fantasy series that they have a lot of memories with. Unfortunately, some of those jobs simply wouldn't fit the concept of Final Fantasy as an MMO. Time Mage as an example. Scroll down a bit, please. But we did think maybe in this kind of content as a Phantom support job, maybe we can go a little crazy with it. So while there is a small chance some of these jobs might make it into the main game in the future, I was also told players know and say to don't trust Yoshi P, so take that as you will. This will also keep getting updates in the 7.x series. Okay, there's hope. There's hope. Maybe not for Time Mages.
Not for Time. Apparently just trashing Time, which I get. No designer would ever in an MMO want to deal with a debuff-based job. That's miserable. I don't wish it on anybody.
It'd be cool, but why fight it? If they said don't worry about it, then I'm not going to worry about it. All right, translations continue. We got a lot of feedback from around the world that players wanted a field exploration content like this, so we listened and tried to put in as much as we could. Yes, Yoshi P, please put it in every expansion, and when you want to experiment, make that additional, not instead of. That's how you should do these things. Please and thank you.